to that list, I just want to ask you, because we'll get it. You just said something. I can't let that slide by. You said the Celtics are not going to get to the finals. Who do you like? And why not? I mean, I guess that's the same thing. Who do you like, and why won't the Celtics get there?
It's not an indictment of the Celtics. Let me be perfectly clear. It's not an indictment of the Celtics. I think they are going to maximize every ounce of energy they can out of like the heartbreak of losing in the finals, right? This is what you're seeing in them. You're seeing a team that once they figured things out last January, right? Once they started to figure it out, they found an identity. They figured out how to play behind Tatum and Brown. And then you add Malcolm Brogdon, who's supposed to basically settle things down, you know, when things get chaotic late. What happened last night was they didn't even get to him. They didn't even go to him. It was Tatum and Brown not throwing the ball all over the floor, getting good shots without a timeout. I thought that was masterful. I thought that was maturation. I thought that was maximum maturity to me, right? The problem is, in a series where everything is tied goes to the team with the best player. The best player is that man in Milwaukee, and he's a problem.
Okay, best player. And all right, I can, and look, and if he's not the best player, he's not outside of anybody's top three. Nor he shouldn't be outside of.
I voted for him for MVP last year and don't regret it.
Yep, you can't go lower than third with Giannis. But is that enough though? Is that enough? If you've got the best player, is the Boston, Milwaukee, are they that equivalent? Where you say, all right, well, I can't go wrong. Boston, Milwaukee, I might as well just say go to the best player. Is it that close between these two teams?
Well, consider this. Consider that Boston has injury issues with their best two interior defenders, with Robert Williams III and Al Horford. One guy has a bad body, but one guy's a bit of an injury concern. Another guy's old.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Al Horford is old. That's a concern for me. Joe Mazzulla, coaching in the playoff series, high stakes, that's a concern, as is Mike Budenholzer.
Hey, great point.
As is Mike Budenholzer.
No, Mazzulla, it really is. It's a great point that is not mentioned often enough. And you know, I understand why. I understand why it's not mentioned in the regular season, because it's the regular season. But once you start to advance, if we got to nitpick, this is like when we talk about best player, best team, at some point, you got to start nitpicking to create some separation because they're great. You're talking about greatness. So when you're talking about greatness, you really got to get beyond that, those top 2 or 3 layers and really get into the nitty gritty of it. And I think that's a major concern of all the teams. Generally, when teams are trying in basketball, when they're trying to get to the next level, they usually don't change coaches. Football, they will. Hey, we went as far as we can go. We need a new coach to push us over the edge. They don't say that in basketball. Hey, when Michael Jordan's Bulls were losing to your Pistons and couldn't get over the hump, actually did change coaches.
And they changed coaches, and guess what else happened? Phil Jackson wound up on that Summer Jam screen too.
Right.
Phil Jackson got popped too.
Yeah, I know. I know. But they did.
Just in case you forgot.
But yeah, they had Doug Collins, and they went to Phil. But Phil was the coach for the Scottie Pippen migraine game. Am I mistaken? Wasn't Phil Jackson coaching them then?
Phil was the coach for the Scottie Pippen a game that is so near and dear to my heart. 41 minutes, 1 of 10 shooting, dominated by Dennis Rodman and Mark Aguirre. It was a masterpiece. It was masterful. My bad. Go ahead. I digress. We digress.
So it was. Yeah, I know we do, but I just gotta say this. So when Scotty talks about, hey, why are people giving Jordan all this love and why not me? You can't have 2 games where we just say a couple of words and a couple of numbers and people know what we're talking about. When we say the migraine game, not making light of migraines, but when we say the migraine game, NBA fans know we're talking about you. When we say 1.8 seconds, NBA fans know we talking about you. So you can't have games like that. They'd be like, hey, I'm like Jordan. No. No, you're not. And it's okay.
All we got to do is say 2 words. All we got to say 2 words for Scottie Pippen. You know what those 2 words are?
What?
Sitting Bull.
Oh, my God. That's it. That's it.
Sitting Bull.
But I'm telling you, we're going to get to this list of top players. I want to get your opinion on it. And also, NBA players usually win championships. We don't give that credit to those coaches. So your Joe Mazzulla point is an excellent one. It's an excellent one. When it gets down to a finals, conference finals, or an NBA finals, can Cool Joe remain cool when he's going up against a Steve Kerr or a Ty Lue or Mike Budenholzer, even Mike Budenholzer? Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.